Tonight we look north, to a nation now defined by what it's becoming. Something is stirring in the Great White North, a quiet ascent. We see it in Toronto's new skyscrapers, in the innovation hubs of Montreal and Vancouver. Canada is building a different kind of strength, not just military but resources, diplomacy, technology, and people. People from every corner of the globe have chosen to call Canada home. This is the story of a nation on the cusp of becoming a potential superpower for a new era. Canada offers a different path, quiet confidence. It's a nation that's consistently punched above its weight, from peacekeeping to brokering international agreements. Canada's reputation as an honest broker is now an invaluable asset. Canada's journey was shaped by choices: investing in education, building a social safety net, welcoming newcomers, and engaging as a partner. The old image is fading, replaced by a nation leading in AI, clean tech, and stewardship of freshwater. The story of Canada's rise is about the kind of world we want to live in, a story of hope, of a different kind of power. This is the dawn of a new kind of superpower. Canada's story is just beginning, and Canada is ready to answer that call. After World War II, the world was redrawn. Two titans, America and the Soviet Union, dominated. Canada emerged with a new sense of identity, a sovereign nation and key allied player. It had the fourth largest military, booming industries, and a choice: pursue dominance or something different. Canada chose to be a middle power, using influence to build bridges, promote peace and stability. Leaders like Lester B. Pearson, architect of the first UN peacekeeping force, set the tone. Canada became known as a nation of peacekeepers, committed to multilateralism and international law. It was a founding member of the UN and NATO, working with others, not dominating them. This cooperative spirit became a cornerstone of Canadian foreign policy. During the Cold War, Canada was a staunch US ally, but kept its own voice. Prime Minister Pierre Trudeau championed a just society at home and sought to reduce tensions abroad. The journey from dominion to independent middle power required courage and vision. The quiet ascent had begun, and the world started to take notice. Canada's story is one of transformation, steady, principled, and quietly powerful. The world is watching as Canada steps into a larger role. Every superpower needs a powerful engine. For Canada, that engine is threefold: economy, resources, and people. Canada's economy is stable, resilient, and attractive to investors. Its banking system is ranked among the safest, fueling growth and global confidence. Then, there are the vast resources: oil, gas, and minerals critical for the green economy. Canada holds 20% of the world's fresh water. But Canada's true strength is its people. Decades of multiculturalism have made Canada a mosaic of cultures, with over 1 in 5 citizens born abroad. This diversity brings new ideas, skills, and energy, keeping Canada young and dynamic. The education system is world-class, attracting top talent and driving innovation. This human capital is Canada's ultimate renewable resource. The synergy of a strong economy, abundant resources, and a diverse, educated population gives Canada a unique edge. Canada's story is one of constant renewal. Its diversity is its strength. Canada is poised to lead in the new global economy. The engine is running. In a world facing climate crisis, leadership is needed, and Canada is stepping up. Despite its fossil fuel industry, Canada has implemented a national carbon tax, putting a price on pollution. It's a bold, sometimes unpopular move, but it drives innovation and cleaner solutions. Canada is a global leader in clean energy, with provinces like Quebec and British Columbia powered by hydroelectricity. Investments in wind and solar are growing, and coal is being phased out. The transition is tough, but the direction is clear: a sustainable energy future. Canada is also a steward of vast ecosystems: the world's longest coastline, the boreal forest, and immense freshwater reserves. Protecting these spaces is a monumental task, involving partnerships with indigenous communities whose knowledge is vital. This collaboration is a model for global environmental stewardship. Canada's environmental leadership gives it unique influence. Not hard power, but the soft power of example. When Canada speaks on climate, it has credibility. It's taking real steps at home and investing in future solutions. This allows Canada to broker global agreements and push for ambitious targets. In an age where environmental security rivals military security, leading the Green Revolution is a new form of power. Canada is positioning itself as that leader. The quiet giant is turning green. Its environmental conscience is now a source of global influence. The world is watching Canada's next move. The stakes are high, but Canada is rising to the challenge. The green ascent is underway, and it's changing the game. Canada's vast size is both its strength and its challenge. The world's second-largest country, but with just over 40 million people, mostly clustered near the US border. This creates logistical hurdles, building infrastructure, delivering services to remote communities, and uniting a dispersed population. The gravitational pull of the US is strong. Canadian cities are often closer to American ones than to each other. Maintaining a distinct cultural identity next to a giant neighbor is a constant struggle. Protecting Canadian content and media is an ongoing effort. Internally, Canada is a federation of diverse provinces with strong regional identities. National unity is tested by regional tensions. Alberta's oil, Quebec's language, the Maritimes' concerns. The Quebec sovereignty movement nearly split the country twice. Today, federal-provincial tensions simmer over climate and resource policies. Forging consensus in such a diverse country requires constant negotiation. Canada is also confronting its history with Indigenous peoples, residential schools, broken treaties, systemic discrimination. Reconciliation is a long, difficult path demanding truth and meaningful action. How Canada navigates these challenges will define its character and strength. Building a respectful relationship with First Nations, Inuit, and Métis peoples is essential for unity and future power. The journey is ongoing, but the stakes could not be higher. On the global stage, Canada wields a unique advantage: the diplomat's edge. Its approach is built on technology, sustainability, and multilateralism, not volume, but persuasion. Canada champions global cooperation, knowing that today's problems require collective solutions. This builds trust and opens doors. Technology is key. Canada leads in AI, quantum computing, and biotech, giving it a seat at the table for setting global norms. Sustainability is the second pillar. Canada's environmental leadership gives it credibility in climate negotiations. It can bridge divides and forge global compromises. These strengths are amplified by Canada's diplomatic style: quiet, constructive, principled, and focused on results. Canada has played key roles in major international agreements, from banning landmines to creating the International Criminal Court. In a polarized world, consensus building is more valuable than ever. The diplomat's edge is Canada's secret weapon. Its influence is growing quietly, steadily. The world is taking notice. Canada's model is one of cooperation, not confrontation. And that's reshaping the rules of power. The future of global power may be decided in the north, the Arctic. As the ice recedes, new shipping lanes and untapped resources emerge, much of it in Canadian territory. Defending Arctic sovereignty is a top priority, requiring new investments and partnerships. The region offers huge opportunities for clean energy and minerals vital to the green economy, but development must be responsible and in partnership with the Inuit, whose knowledge is essential. Balancing economic opportunity, environmental protection, and Indigenous rights will test Canada's values. Canada can lead in shaping Arctic governance, strengthening the Arctic Council as a model of cooperation. As outside interest grows, Canada's leadership is crucial to keep the Arctic peaceful and protected. The Arctic is a microcosm of Canada's challenges and opportunities: resources, environment, sovereignty, and cooperation. How Canada charts its course here will define its superpower status. Will it be sustainable and cooperative, or exploitative and unilateral? The choices made now will shape Canada's place in the world for decades. The northern frontier is the new frontier of Canadian power. The world is watching. The next chapter is being written in the ice. What would a Canadian superpower look like? Not the old model of force and domination. Canada offers a blueprint for a cooperative superpower: strength from partnership, not coercion. Its multicultural identity is a living experiment in pluralism, building unity from diversity. This gives Canada unique credibility in global governance, knowing how to build consensus from disagreement. The mosaic approach could be applied globally. Nations working together while retaining their identities. A cooperative superpower would champion and reform international institutions, leading by example. It would abide by international law, even when inconvenient, and work to make global bodies more effective and representative. This is the hard work of diplomacy, building a stable, prosperous world order. Canada excels at this, and the world needs it now more than ever. The cooperative model isn't naive. It recognizes the need for a strong military and robust economy, but its primary goal is to empower, not dominate, sharing technology, promoting education, and building capacity. Canada's security and prosperity depend on a stable, prosperous world. This is the essence of the cooperative superpower. It's a new model for a new century, and Canada is ready to lead the way. The world is watching for a new kind of power. In a turbulent world, it's easy to feel pessimistic. Rising nationalism, inequality, climate threats. The old models of leadership seem inadequate, but look north, and there's a glimmer of hope. Canada is quietly building a different future, more inclusive, sustainable, and cooperative. Its story isn't one of perfection. Challenges remain: reconciliation, regional tensions, balancing economy and environment. What sets Canada apart is its willingness to confront these challenges, to have difficult conversations, and strive to be better. This self-reflection is the mark of a mature nation and the foundation for new leadership. The world needs leaders who inspire hope, build bridges, and foster cooperation. Canada has the resources, talent, stability, and a reputation for fairness. Its vision for a cooperative global community is built on diversity and mutual respect. The definition of power is changing. Hard power is giving way to smart power. Canada is a smart country leading a quiet revolution. The pieces are in place: strong economy, resources, diversity, tech leadership, sustainability, and a belief in cooperation. If Canada harnesses these strengths and overcomes its challenges, the 21st century could belong to the quiet giant of the North. It could become the Canadian century, a beacon of hope in a turbulent world. The ascent is steady but real. The world is watching, the future is unwritten, and Canada is ready to lead.